Hello, thank you so much for joining me here today for another video. Today I wanted to talk about earth magic, and specifically magic we can do on this planet as human beings. So this might turn into a series, we'll see what happens, but the first thing I wanted to talk about is the hand chakras. So before we get into the hand chakras, I'm just going to briefly explain what the chakras are. So if you've heard of the chakra system, you've probably heard of the 7 chakras that start at your root, like the root chakra, like at the base of your spine, and then move upwards all the way to your crown, up to your crown chakra. So it would go root chakra at the base of your spine, and then up into your womb would be your sacral chakra, then moving up to your solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, and then like crown chakra, like right at the top of your head. So these are like the most well-known and probably most relevant chakras that there are for most people. But chakras, or these energy vortexes, aren't only these 7. There's actually, I think, a few above the crown chakra, and I think there's one below, the root chakra. We're not going to talk about those chakras as they aren't really relevant to this video, but just know that there's more than like the main line going up and down. There's actually like these energy centers or these energy vortexes all around your body. So if you've ever seen one of those charts kind of like mapping all the chakra points in your body, they are everywhere, like most of them you won't need to know or be tuned into because they're quite small. But even like, I think we have like chakras here that I think are like important. And we have like ear chakras as well that, kind of connect to our psychic hearing. So there are smaller chakras that are kind of important as well, that aren't talked about as much. So one of these chakras I want to speak to is, as I've mentioned, the hand chakras. So in your hands, in both of them, you would have chakras in each. In your right hand, this is my right, yeah. So in your right hand, that chakra there is really good for sending energy, while the left is really good for receiving. So using them in tandem is really good for energy work, depending what you're doing. But basically, these chakras kind of like can either send your own energy or like accept energy from another source. So with these chakras, we can actually do a lot with them. So we all have, our own energy, our own healing capabilities within just like our own bodies. And these hand chakras are really helpful to kind of channel that energy outside of your body, outside of yourself. So one common way you've probably heard of people, using this energy, using these chakras, is through like energy healing, like Reiki and, things of that nature. And while I think it's totally cool to like go and get a Reiki certification, to like heal yourself and close friends who like consent, you don't need a certification to use your own energy and your own intentions, assuming they're positive, right? To try and heal yourself and others energetically. Like, it's great to get certified, but know that if your intentions are good and everybody involved understands that you don't have like a certification and that you're just kind of tuning into your own energy, then I don't want not having a certification or access to a certification to stop you from literally using your own magic. Like, you have absolutely every right to use it. So I just want to put that out there. It might get dicey if you're trying to like, sell a service and you don't have any certifications. Wouldn't necessarily recommend that, but know that don't be afraid to use your own magic, for yourself and people who consent in your circle. So just putting that out there. Another way you can kind of like use the energy from your hands is through art and through creating things. It doesn't have to be a purely like spiritual practice in the sense of like energy healing, but you can, with your thoughts and intentions, kind of think about what you want to put into the piece you're creating, what energy, like do you want it to spark joy or activation? Like do you want it to awaken the flame within, to awaken people, or do you want it to kind of exude an energy of peace? Like what do you want people to take away from this item you've created? Essentially, you can just tune into that frequency in your heart, meditate with it, and then you can kind of rub your hands together to feel like the life force energy coming through you. You can actually feel it tingle when you do that, like as I am now. And then you can just kind of put your hands out on either what you've created or what you're about to create, set that intention, sit with it, and then just start making it, painting, or maybe you're crocheting something. And you actually are imbuing it with magic. So that's a really cool way that you can use your own spiritual and magical abilities without necessarily doing something that is strictly considered spiritual, like energy healing. That's kind of the example I keep going to. So that's all I really had for this video. I just wanted to kind of bring attention to the magic you have in your hands, how you can kind of accept, healing energy through the left, and maybe give out healing energy through the right. And I just wanted to let you guys know that exists, and you don't have to use it for energy healing purposes, but that it's also available for anything you create with your hands. As an artist myself, I just thought it would be good to let people know if you didn't already know. So thank you so much for joining me here for this video. If you're new to the channel, I would recommend subscribing. If you like spiritual content in general, like I do different transmissions, I do soul language, and I do meditations here as well as kind of channeled messages that I bring through. So if that interests you, I would recommend subscribing to the channel. And yeah, no, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being on the planet at this time. It's an honor to connect with you in this way, and I hope to see you soon.